What's up guys, welcome to another video of extreme explorations. But this time I won't be outside exploring, I'll be exploring what's on the internet today. This is a little bit different from what I usually do. I'm usually out and about traveling, but this time I'm trying something new. So if you like it, like the video, and yeah, let's get on topic. So, as the title says, the top 3 cults in SoCal, Southern California. The Manson Family. If you haven't heard of this, let me tell you about it. They're crazy. Like, crazy. So I'm reading it off of my computer so you guys could follow along what I'm doing, so yeah. So the Manson Family was a commune, gang, and cult that was active around California in the late 1960s to 1970s. And so the group consisted of approximately 100 followers. So they kind of lived in an unconventional lifestyle. They used drugs and LSD and stuff like that. They were your basic hippies at first. But they were all drawn together by Mason's teaching in the hippie culture and his prophesization. So the cult was led by Charles Manson. I'm looking at him now. Doesn't look like someone you want to approach, you know. He's kind of a get off my property type person. Wait a minute, is that a swastika? There's literally a swastika on his head. Charles Manson has been in prison for like half of his life, and he's been institutionalized for half of his life. When he got out, that's when he actually created this cult. And he recruited people from San Francisco and took them all the way down to SoCal area. So yeah, technically this is a SoCal cult. The members of the family were convinced that Manson was the manifestation of Jesus Christ himself. And they believed that his prophecies were about an apocalypse race war.
My children are coming. I told you 20 years ago.
Some dude just came back and said that, yo, I'm a descendant of Jesus. An apocalypse is coming, so you better listen to me and do whatever I tell you, because yeah. And so they followed him. That basically sounds like every LA junkie prophesizing that the end is near, and he somehow became viral and started his cult. But the weird thing about this is that they didn't do anything Jesus would do. Family members of the Manson cult basically entered homes of Hollywood actresses and actors and murdered them. And there was no like solidifying answer to why or any conclusions to what made them do these actions, but they did it under the great leader Manson's wish. But that wasn't it. They were also responsible for many murders, petty crimes, and thefts. What I don't understand is why they actually compared him to Jesus when he's acting or doing nothing like Jesus did, you know? It's kind of crazy. But at the end, around 1990, he was actually caught and charged for all of his crimes. Also, other members that were murderers and stealers and all that type of stuff were also charged for their crimes as well. And that's when the cult basically collapsed. If you didn't think that was weird, let's get to cult number 2, Heaven's Gate. So, San Diegans over here, did you guys know that there's an actual cult living like in your neighborhood, really close, and they're doing the most weirdest things you can ever imagine? I know a lot of people have heard about this, but I'm going to mention it again just for the people who haven't. Again, it's called Heaven's Gate. It was founded in 1974 and led by Bonnie Nettles and Marshall Applewhite. So Marshall Applewhite was basically the head leader. Bonnie Nettles, the woman, she's kind of like the co-leader. So their teachings were categorized as UFO religion. I've never heard of that term ever. I didn't know how people could combine UFO and spirituality and stuff like that. I can't comprehend that. But the central belief of the group was that the followers can transform themselves into an immortal extraterrestrial by rejecting their human nature, and they would be able to ascend to heaven. They referred this as the next level or the evolutionary level above human. And this is where things get disturbing. In 1985, the co-leader Bonnie Nettles dies of cancer, and this kind of confused the followers. Instead of them thinking she died a sad death, they believed that Nettles actually ascended. Now they changed their belief. They believed that the body was merely a container or vehicle for the soul, and that their consciousness would leave their body and enter a new next level body upon death. So you know where this is going, right? Nettles dies, and now they think, she ascended. You think we could ascend? On March 26, 1997, deputies of the San Diego County Sheriff discovered bodies of 35 active members.
This is regarding what?
This is regarding a mass suicide.
And that was including Applewhite, which is the founder of the cult itself. And they were in some random house in Rancho Santa Fe. That's like literally 30 minutes from where I live. But they didn't just like go up and do it. They actually had some sort of weird reasoning. Just before the mass suicide, the group's website just updated with a message saying, "Hale-Bot brings closure to Heaven's Gate. Our 22 years of classroom here on planet Earth is finally coming to conclusion. Graduation from the human evolutionary level. We are happily prepared to leave this world and go to T's crew." So it took me a while to figure it out, but T and Doe is what they call Applewhite and Bonnie. They said that T's crew has already left, which is Bonnie dying of cancer, and now they're killing themselves in order to join her. So, you know, Applewhite just posted on his website, a comment is passing by, see ya, and then literally dies. So basically most of the members have died on that day, so the cult basically diminished, like it's gone. Now everyone sees that cult as like some crazy people that just committed not alive, and you know, it's the end of it. But there's like 1% of my brain that's thinking like, are they actually true? Like why, what was going through their brain? I really want to know. And for number one, which is the most disturbing in my opinion, the Blackburn cult. Viewer discretion advised, just because this is kind of dark. So, this is a new religious movement that was started by Otis Blackburn, and the name of the cult, so obviously she's the leader. She started this group on Bunker Hill in downtown Los Angeles, California, which is 2 hours away from where I am. Blackburn was said to have received revelations directly from angels, and along with her daughter Ruth. Guys, I am talking to angels, so is my daughter. So listen to us. Like, we talk to angels. You know, follow us. And so that's what people did. She claimed to write books about life and death and the mysteries of the revelation. But it gets even weirder. News articles from the period reported strange rituals including sacrifice of animals, scandals, and attempts to resurrect a dead 16-year-old girl. Like you and me know, that's literally impossible. Police found a corpse of a young woman, Willa Rhodes, under the floor of Rhodes' residence. This family kept their daughter under their house. That's disgusting. The leader of this cult basically said, yo, to Mrs. and Mr. Rhodes, which is the dead daughter's parents, hey, I can resurrect your daughter. Oh, really? Oh yeah, put your daughter under your house. Just put her under your house and I'll be there soon. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Otis did this weird ritual by wrapping spices and salt around the body and surrounded her body with 7 dead dogs. I don't understand where she got 7 dead dogs, but that's a lot of dead dogs. Mr. and Mrs. Rhodes basically confessed to the cops everything that Otis was doing and their daughter and how they pulled her out of the tomb and stuff like that. And it eventually led to Otis's wantedness, them trying to bring her in. Obviously, Otis was on the run. She wasn't about to get caught. During that time period, she went missing after they snitched on her. Several of her members went missing and they found random people's bodies in ovens or they found them poisoned. And they were all said to be done by Otis herself. And through all of this, I don't know what Otis's daughter's doing. Like, I thought she was speaking to angels too, but I guess she disappeared. But what got her caught is that they found her trying to steal $40,000 from a company. And there you go. They caught her and the cult diminished. I don't understand how someone's like, yo, I'm gonna revive your daughter. And they literally pulled her out of the tomb thinking their daughter was gonna come back. So, those are the crazy cults in Southern California. I'm surprised that like stuff like this happens in California. I thought like crazy cults only happen in the middle of nowhere, like Wyoming, where there's only like 50 people in the state and they all do some crazy thing. But yeah, California has some stories to tell. If this gets to 50 likes, I'll do a video on NorCal. SoCal is its own problem, but NorCal has many more. And if you want to hear about cults or more stories about there, get me to 50 likes. I'll share them with you. Like and subscribe if you like this video. You know what to do. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.